round one of Pro-Am here up at Evergreen Speedway. I think I mentioned this before, but we did break off from doing Driftweek. We had all the guys at our shop for a little get together, but we decided to come up here and then we'll take off over to Villains tonight. So far we're off to a little bit of a bad start. First practice lap, debeated, broke the wheel. That's done, so we're getting fixed up to hopefully get a couple practice laps in. Luckily, a lot of people are still teching, so we should be able to get out there. And then, yeah, let's just see how this day goes. Beautiful weather, so we're looking forward to it. So we just finished up our practice runs. I did about 3 or 4 practice runs, and then we're going to wait about another hour and go into qualifying. I can't say it enough, but I'm so happy with how SP Performance dialed in the car in the off season. It is running absolutely great. We're getting right to the outer zones the way we want, smoke all the way through, so I'm extremely happy about that. I think we're going to qualify pretty well. So we're just going to take a little bit of a breather, then get out there and hopefully get this #1 qualifying run. Alright guys, so we just finished up with qualifying. We're going to go into comp here pretty soon. We ended up getting a score of a 60, which is not ideal, but we still got an 8th place qualification. So we're going to go against the #9 spot. A little bit of adjustment to make. We just got to make sure that we're consistent and a good flow all the way through the bank, because that was my only deduction, was a small boggle. But I think we'll be able to pull through on the battles here, so we'll see what happens. So we just finished up Pro-Am. I'm actually a little bit frustrated. We got into our top 16 battle, and not to say that I was overconfident, but I really kind of felt good about the battle, the person we're going against. Part of my issue is we tuned our car and we got about 700 horsepower, and so going against the guys who are more like 350, 400 horsepower, it's a little bit harder to chase them. And so I felt good going in the battle, going against a guy with another like 700 horsepower car. And one thing that I have a really big problem with in drifting is I misshift with this dog box sometimes. And sure enough, I went first, second, I banged into fifth. By the time I got it back into third and initiated into the corner, it was past the cone. I got an unchaseable lead right from the start. So even though we went out, did a really good chase run, pretty much threw the whole thing out the window just from that straightaway. So a little bit unfortunate, but we'll try and bounce back with the next 4 rounds, really place a little bit higher, dial in the car and a few more things, and get back out there. So right now, we actually just left Evergreen, and we're heading over to meet the rest of the Driftweek boys in Walla Walla at Villains. We're going to drive 1 day there to literally drive our asses right on back to this track and give it another shot. So luckily we'll get a little bit of practice on the track, and I'll probably start running the next 3/8 layout just to kind of get a feel for it first. I think it's the Long Beach one. I'll have to double check, but we'll get out there, get some practice, see how it goes, and then yeah, let's get on Driftweek and start having some fun.